Alright guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'm just going to give you a quick update on my car. I've reached a big milestone. I've reached 30,000 miles in my 2015 911 GTS, and that's a pretty big number, so I just want to give you a quick update on the car and on the channel itself. First of all, the car has been great for all 30,000 miles. Let's go over the spec on my car. It's a 2015 GTS, which means it has the naturally aspirated 430 horsepower 6-cylinder engine, moving around 325 foot-pounds of torque. Way up in the rev range does it produce that. But so that means you have to work the engine a little bit more, which I enjoy. It gives you that thrilling naturally aspirated flat six sound, that howl that the 911 is famous for. I know the new more modern 911s have a lot more torque down low, but I still love the way this engine behaves even after all this time. This car is also equipped with PDK, which I really love and enjoy. Sometimes when I drive my buddy's manual GTS, it's like, oh, do I miss the manual? My wife's Audi is a manual. It's like, oh, sometimes I miss that. But the PDK really works phenomenally. On track, it's amazing. On autocross, it's amazing. It really keeps the car really right in the sweet spot. Even on spirited drives, it really is an amazing piece of technology. And you can always go into manual mode and use the paddles, and that's also so much fun. This has the GTS interior package, which has the GTS embroidering in the headrest, the 18-way adjustable seats with more aggressive bolstering. It also has the Alcantara inserts throughout the door cards, on the seats, and the deviated red stitching everywhere, as well as leather on the dashboard, leather on the steering wheel, leather everywhere. So it's really a high quality interior, no squeaks, no rattles, no nothing going on. So it's really held up great over this 30,000 miles. Well, here's a look inside of the GTS and how it's been wearing since I've had it new. The leather is in excellent condition. As you know, the Alcantara has been wearing pretty well on this car. Would be a high pressure area here, but you know, it's wearing pretty well. I don't see any evidence of scuff marks or anything like that after me jumping in and out of this car for so much. The new 992 is doing away with all the buttons. Interior looks way more modern than this now, but I still enjoy all the buttons. You know, I know this car like the back of my hand now. I'm at almost 5 years. Next February will be 5 years. The other thing we do with this car is we run a lot of errands. We go on grand touring trips. Like this morning, it's a Sunday morning. My wife wants to get some vegetables, so we're at a local market to get some vegetables. And of course, we took the 911 out. And the 911 is a great partner to do normal things. And I use this car for all sorts of activities. Not only spirited drives and things like that, but running errands with my wife, going to Baltimore, going to upstate New York, all sorts of grand touring trips and things like that. So it's been a great partner. I really haven't had any major issues, with one exception earlier this year. I made a video about it, so I'll put it in the description, but one of the electronic control boxes failed on the car while the car was in service, and thank goodness it happened there. They covered the whole cost. My car is out of warranty, but it took them a while to figure that out, but check out that video here. Also, early on, maybe a few months after I had the car, the air conditioning units kind of stopped blowing out cold air. So that was a warranty fix. But other than those two things, the 911 has been flawless. Since I didn't buy a spare set of wheels for the car, I've been putting winter tires on the same rims as my summer tires go on. And when this dealer kind of pulls the rubber on and off of the wheels, they can scuff up the wheels. But since I bought the wheel and tire warranty, they refinished them no problem. Some miles. What have I been doing with the car? Well, this year alone, and that's one of the things, I want to give you a quick channel update. I've done a lot this year, and I just haven't posted it on my YouTube channel, so I apologize for the slowdown. The main reason for the slowdown in my YouTube production is my job. I have a full-time job and it keeps me incredibly busy. So let me give you an update on the channel. Here's what's coming. Just a week ago, I attended this Driven to America 3, which is a full-on Porsche event. It's to celebrate Max Hoffman bringing Porsche cars to America, and of course a lot of original Porsches, air-cooled Porsches, racing Porsches, of course more modern day Porsches were there, and there's some pretty special things. So look for that video soon. Also, my buddy Milton and I earlier this summer did a comparison between my PDK GTS and his manual GTS, and that was a lot of fun to make that video. So look for that also in the future. Also coming up too are some road tests. Next week I'm going to have the privilege of driving a GT500 Mustang. I know that's not a Porsche, but it's a beast. It's brand new for 2020. None are on the road yet, but I'm going to get one of the first drives in one. So that's coming up. Also, I had the pleasure of driving a Lincoln Aviator, and that is also new for 2020. It was the Grand Touring Edition. You know, I'm not an SUV guy, so how's that going to go? So you'll find out when you watch the video. But back to Porsche stuff. With this car, I also participated in the Zone 1 Autocross here in the Northeast. Man, that was so much fun. Zone 1 is on a big abandoned airport in Fort Devens, Massachusetts, and they lay out the course on this huge runways and taxiways, and boy, that was a lot of fun for an autocross for me, and I'm new at autocross still. This was my first time being on an autocross course that big. So it was a lot of fun. My buddy Milton went up with me in his GTS, and boy, we had a blast. So look for that video coming up soon. So as you can see, I've been doing a lot, you know, with cars, and I've been doing a lot with my GTS. I just haven't been putting it on my YouTube channel, so I got to do that. So I'll work on those videos, but 30,000 miles on the GTS. In the next month, I need to take this car in for its annual service. So maybe I'll do a video on that and what the cost on that is. But at 30,000 miles, this thing has been a gem. The GTS has been really excellent. So if you're in the market for one and you're worried about reliability, at least in my experience, Porsche has been really almost bulletproof. Not quite, but almost bulletproof. And remember, there's that control panel that failed, but other than that, perfect. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick update. Please hit like and subscribe. That helps out the channel tremendously, so please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel to see more content, because there is more coming, and I'll see you in the next video. Safe driving, everyone.